Welcome to the Traders Market Intelligence Report brought to you by WealthBuildersHQ.com. This update is for Monday, the 10th of March, 2025. Hope you're having a great day. Hope it has been a great trading day for you. As we get started, keep in mind everything we look at is for education. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. If you find something you like, anything, make sure it fits your own personal risk profile and risk tolerance. All right, so let's start off with economic reports. And we've got nothing coming up on Monday. Let me make sure about my filter here. All right, so I have red and orange checked off. I have just USA. I'm going to click OK. I got no orange coming up this next week, which is interesting. It's been a while since I've seen that. Jolts at 10 a.m. That's a very important one. Comes out when the market's open. These are all important, but they're pre-market. These are important to economic, the economy, Powell and the likes for interest rates. Same thing on Thursday. All 8:30 reports. So if you're trading futures, they are very important. If you're not, the market's going to react when it opens up. 10 o'clock on Friday, we've got consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. Both decent reports can have some direction in the market. So can all of these, actually, including Tuesday's report. All of these can have effect bearing on what the Fed does. All right, so there's the reports. Let's go look at our charts and see what's going on here. So the very first thing is the S&P 500, and we got a nice bounce today. It was looking brutal for a while. I mean, we broke down below this 382. It was just looking fugly, ugly. Oh, freaking ugly. Really nasty stuff for a while. If we go back and look at a 5-minute day chart, you can see the bounce that took place in here right around noon or so. I don't know what time Trump spoke today. I didn't get to see all of it. It's a Friday. I don't do a lot of trading on Friday. Today was very much a runaround day after the morning for me from the market. So that time I'm already gone on a Friday normally. So we got a great bounce, good recovery, came back positive to where we started out. We've still got about 3 or 4 minutes left till the market closes right now. But overall, looking kind of snazzy, right? From an overall perspective. If we look at it from a bigger picture, I want to go look at it weekly. We'll analyze the daily after. So this is the last 3 weeks have just been terrible, right? Breaking down below this low, piercing below this one in here, all of this congestion in here. We broke down to a lower low than everything here, right? Which takes us back to these candles then, right? Which means that 5,600 and 5482 level and this 5473, which is a midpoint of the S&P 500. It is midpoint of two major fib lines. We look at a monthly candidate or chart, I should say, not candidate. Let's see what's going on there. All right. Oh, it's that far off. So look at a monthly chart. Obviously, you got this month we're down, but we pushed up here and then we went 1, 2, 3 months in a row, rolled back over, got nowhere near the highs we've seen. And we're on the lower end of it right now. And we're only on the 10th day. Well, actually, today's the 7th. 10th is Monday. So we're only on the 7th day of the month, and we're just looking really, really, really nasty, right? If we look at the daily chart, and where do we go next? Well, if we continue to push down that 5697 level, call it 5700 is close enough. That's our next target point. It's our 382. If we violate there, it's the 5640 level, which is our 50 percentile. So half of the move up from A to B, pulled back, takes us down to that 5640 level. And of course, there's the 618. On the upside, we run back into that congestion. Now, here's where my concern and excitement all at the same time come in. If we push up and get to this level, anywhere in this area here, between these two lines, this blue line and this black line, anywhere between there, and we fail, right, I would expect that 5766, that 5700, and then that 5640 to be taken out, or at least approaching here. Fib moves are usually 2 standard deviations. If we move up and retest here, this is 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviations, and a little bit. So somewhere in between this line is where I would expect us to wind up. Right now, we've already got a low in there, so there's something to shoot for. We've been there before, so it's not like this is an impossible task. We've made it there before. Free reign. If you want to go back again, by all means go. You know the route. You've been there before. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. If we break to the upside, now is where we start running into the resistance of other things. Right? We push up. We get above the 5822. I've got the 8 moving average. Right above that is the 5878. And not until we get to the 5943 area do we start to get some breathing room at that point. We'll have a bunch of previous swing lows and swing highs coming in here as well, which is right about where we are now. Our high today, open high, 57.83.01, 57.83, and we've got 57.73 as our recent swing low, right? That was that lowest low we had put in on that overall move down. So all things considered, it's a good bounce today after a very bearish week, right? And again, overall bearish week. We did have 2 days ago on Wednesday, we had a great bounce as well, right? And then all of it back yesterday, and today we took some back yet again. If we go and look at the VIX, fear, right? Fear's up, baby, at least overall it is. We hit that 26 quarter level on fear. We haven't been there now since December, right? It's the last time we've been up at those levels. So, and this is a daily chart. This red up on top, you can barely see it. If I scrunch down, this red zone takes us in at 29, right? Above that 29 level is what we're looking at there, right? So right now we are on the higher end of normal or moderate, right? We're on the higher end of that, that pattern or that setup. So overall, what am I looking at this week? It really comes down to what the S&P 500 does for this upcoming week. Where does it move to next? If we get the rollover, I just gave you the targets. Use those targets. Analyze the S&P 500. Use your stocks. Make the trades. Use the S&P to make determinations of time to get in, time to get out. Right? If we move to the upside, you don't have as much room, but we definitely do have some room. I would just be very tight on my stops, and I would do very small number of contracts or dollars in the trade. I would use more of aggressive because we are in a true bearish bias right now, way far away from the moving average. And I got nothing here that says it is time to be bullish. Nothing at all. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you all at our next update. Bye for now.